to do here is to help you to be able to manage your world. Managing your world is so complicated. We have so many different things going on in our life, and our goal is to help you to be able to manage your money on one piece of paper. We need to have your game plan on one piece of paper that you print and you put it up by your mirror, you put it on the refrigerator, you and your wife, your spouse, whoever you are, your significant other, your kids, we're going to get on the same plan. Divorces happen not because of the lack of money. Divorce happens because you're not on the same path. You're not in the same boat. You're rowing in different boats and you're going different places. This will help you to bring all that together. Now, money's not the end all of anything. It just helps you to have a faster, quicker life. It's more efficient. And if we can get your finances together, you can feel like you're in control. That is a huge difference for what we're trying to do. So we've been working on this. And of course, we've got different ones that we've been working on. And as you know, we're working on this every day, and we have new things that we want to be able to show you. And the key to what we're talking about here, again, guys, is that we want to be able to show this to you so that you can manage your money on one piece of paper. Now, the way you do this, I'll show you in a second, but this is free for you. It's for you so that you have access to be able to go to it. And if you simply go to successandmoneyfoundation.org, then you go to number 2, which is the courses, and then you'll see it's right there, either in B or C, where you can manage your money on one piece of paper. But the goal of this, and again, there's different ones that we're using. We're going to show you a new one that we've created, because what I want you to be able to do is I want you to print it and put it on your mirror. I want you to put it on your refrigerator. And then you can also print a second copy of that, and you can fold it up and you can put it in your pocket, and you can literally cash flow your money. Now, we're not building spreadsheets. We're not doing all that stuff. What we're doing is we're getting the big picture plan so that you know where you're going and what it is that you have to do. So now, as we've talked about it, there's the 7 habits and the 7 steps of becoming financially independent. And so our goal is to be able to take you through that. So as you remember, step number 1 is to make more money. Right there, you got to make more money. Number 2 is that you need to manage that money, and we need to do it on one piece of paper. We need to be able to manage that money on one piece of paper. Number 3, you got to give. Number 4 is to automatically invest. Number 4 is to automatically invest. Number 5 is to save and spend. So all of you get out a quick piece of paper. Now, this system has to be so simple that you can explain it on the back of an envelope. It has to be so simple that you can explain it on a 3x5 card. This little drawing right here, it's got to be so simple that you're sitting on a bus with somebody and you can explain the 7 habits. Now, 5 of those habits will help you to become financially free. The last 2 are going to help you become wealthy. So those are the first 5. Number 6 is we've got to add real estate. You got to add real estate and business. Now, many of you have a side hustle, and that's what you're doing in step 1, but we've got to turn our small business into our large business. And then number 7 is the wealth formula. So the first step is it has to be so simple that you can do this on the back of an envelope. Number 2 is it needs to be so simple that we can convert all that information to your game plan that fits on one piece of paper. So now you'll see that we've created a new version of this because we want you to be able to print this and have it fit onto your page. Again, this is to help you cash flow your money. It's money in, money out. Where's the money coming into? Where's the money going out? So the first thing is you need to learn how to make more money. You make more money by solving bigger problems, adding more value, and by studying successful people. That is the crucial part of it. You've got to do all 3 of those things. Now, number 2 is you got to separate your money. You need to put this on one piece of paper. Now, from there, it's going to come down here and you're going to actually manage this money, and you're going to do it in a very simple way. Number 3 is you need to give it. You need to give some money away to your church or charity and the different organizations that you're working with. Number 4 is to automatically invest. You're going to automatically invest with a Roth IRA, your investments. You're going to loan versus own. And we're going to do that in a very simple way. Now, number 5, you can see we've added this and made it just a little more complex, but save and spend. So we're going to talk about the save and spend part of it. So many of you need to put a little money aside for your savings account. Again, this is a cash flow statement. It's not an income statement. Cash in, cash out. Where's it going? Where's your money going? And you might want to put a little bit into your emergency fund. Now you'll notice up here, money in, money out. So as we make changes to this thing right here, you'll see that it says, hey, we've got still got $100 that we need to allocate. If we take that off, we've got $200 to allocate. So we'll just come back here and we'll put that back in. And you'll notice that this will keep up with it. Money in, money out. Everything has to be assigned. Everything has a mission. Everything has a place where it's supposed to go. Now, the save part is right there. The second part of that is to spend. And there's two kinds of spends. There's the fixed costs, and then there's the variable costs. These are fixed things that you can put down that are fixed, like rent. If you own a home, that comes down into the new section we've just created. But this is your fixed expenses that happen every month. And then here's our variable expenses. Now, here's the new deal that we've created on this one piece of paper. We want to help you get out of debt. Many of you, there's smart debt and there's stupid debt. There's smart debt and there's stupid debt. And our goal is to get you out of stupid debt. All right. And so what is stupid debt, in my opinion? Stupid debt is any time that you have debt that you have to make the payments on. You need to get a rate of return on any kind of debt. Any kind of debt. There's good debt and there's bad debt. Who's making the payments on it? Now, my wife and I made $10 million in real estate by doing one thing. We bought rental units and we kept those rental units for, some of them we kept for 30 years, some of them we kept for 40 years. And we made $10 million doing that one strategy. Guess who made the payments for us? The renters did. The renters came in, they paid us rent. We took that money and we paid the loans off. And over time, the properties doubled in value and all the loans got paid off. But to get out of debt is so important here. And you'll see that when we do this section right here, we're going to list our debts, the smallest to the largest. And again, all this money is going to fit into our world. Now, right now, you might have a credit card here that's at, $1,000 on it. You list the smallest first at 21%, and you're only making a $20 a month payment. Well, it's going to take you 10 years to pay that off. It's going to take you 10 years to pay that off, and you're going to pay $1,300 in interest. Our goal is to go up here and figure out how to increase that payment. How do we increase that payment? Where do we take the money from? We need to either go make some more money or we need to take money from someplace else. And I just want to show you how powerful this is. So if you've got a credit card debt and you have a $20 payment on it, if you increase that to $1,000, we'll have that sucker paid off in a month, and you're going to save $1,300. Right there, you're going to save $1,300. And then the next thing is we're going to take that extra $1,000, and the next month we're going to apply it down here into debt number 2. Okay, so we get this thing paid off, and now we're going to come over here and we're going to go after the next payment, and we're going to get that paid off. And then once we get that done, then we're going to come after this one. And what we're doing is we're rolling this extra money. So these two got paid off in a month. That next big school loan gets paid off. And again, how are we going to get that money? Well, we're either going to make it in step number 1 or we're going to make some extra money in step number 6. This is your get out of personal debt. Okay. This is crucial. So there's good debt, there's bad debt, there's smart debt and stupid debt. The smart debt is anything that you're doing that somebody else is paying for. Now, if you go to school and get a degree in school, does it make you more money? If you go rack up a whole bunch of school debt, does it make you more money? If it doesn't make you more money, then don't do it. Now, if you get a degree in history or you get a degree in music, that's probably that's probably more of a side hustle. It's more of a passion, but it's not going to return. It's not going to make you enough money to pay for it. So that's the kind of the key. So this is the next step is the personal debt. And again, this is all going to fit on that one piece of paper. We're going to pay off that first debt, go after the second, and go after the third. Now, how are we going to get the money to do that? Well, we're either going to come up here and we're going to make it in step number 1 with a job, take a second job, turn it into a side hustle, get the spouse to work, something else. We're going to figure out where we're going to get that money. Or we're going to come down here in number 6, which is add real estate and add a business. So you can see down here in number 6, there's 2 kinds that we're going to be doing. Now, you're either going to flip or you're going to farm. There are five things, the five F's. We need to find a good deal. It doesn't matter if it's real estate or if it's business. We need to find a good deal. Number two is that we need to fix the problem. What's the problem we need to fix? And number three is we got to fund it. Where are we going to get the money? It can be your money, it can be a partner's money or someone else's, but we need to be able to do that. That's the first three. Now, number four is to flip. We're going to make our profit. How do we make our profit? By flipping something. We can flip a property, we can flip a car, we can flip a house, we can flip product, whatever it is. Our goal is to be able to do that. So we're going to flip. Now, number six kind of stays by itself. Remember our orchards? Our goal up here in number four, you automatically invest. That is an orchard. That's an orchard. And you got three money trees right in that orchard. You got your Roth IRA, a regular IRA, and an investment account. You've got three money trees. That's awesome. Now we want to get some more money trees. So step number six is we need to add real estate, and we're either going to flip it, make a chunk of money, and then we're going to recycle that money. We're going to keep it in here. We're not going to go spend it unless we're paying off debt. Okay. If you flip some properties or you flip something and you make a quick flip profit, you can take that profit and you can put it up here into your debt and you can go attack that debt. That's great. That's fine. But in add six, add real estate and business, we're recycling the money. It's staying in its own accounts and we're recycling it. We're recycling it. We're living off of the first five steps. We're becoming wealthy by doing step six and step seven. So step six is the flip, which means we're making a chunk of cash. We're making a chunk of cash. Now, number seven is we're farming it. We're making a stream of income. We're making a stream of income from a rental unit, or we're making a stream from multi-level marketing, or something, a royalty from a book, anything that's a stream of income. And guess what we do with that money? When that money comes in, we're going to recycle it. We're going to recycle it, recycle it, recycle it, because we're going to live off the first five. We're going to be wealthy off of the sixth habit or the sixth step. Okay, does that make sense? The big thing is we're going to take and we're going to flip some stuff to make some extra money. If we're paying off debt, go ahead, pay off debt. Or you can leave it here and keep recycling it, recycling it, recycling it, so that you have all kinds of big chunks of money. Now, I learned this from my dad. You know, when I was just a kid, I was out helping my dad, and he was next door at this little house, and we were scraping off the old paint of the outside of the house and repainting the house. And it was hot, and I wasn't having any fun. And I says, "Dad, can I get paid to do this?" And he goes, "No, son, get back to work." And he could see that that wasn't quite the answer that I was looking for, but I got the gumption a little while later. "Dad, are you sure I can't get paid for doing this?" And he goes, "You know, son, we bought this rental unit so it would create extra income and money to send you kids through college." Now, as an early teen, I didn't really care about college that much, you know. And then he said something to me that I'll never forget. He said, "Son, did you know that some people make so much money off of their real estate, their investments, their businesses, that they don't have a job? All they do is manage those things." That's what true major wealth is. Now, you're on the spectrum. You're starting here from just getting started all the way to becoming wealthy. And there's all kinds of steps in between. And it's fun to play the game because it's a game. Finance is a game. Life is a game. And games are fun. So let's go have some fun with it. So step number six is that we want to add those pieces. We want to add the real estate and we want to add the businesses. And we're either going to flip it or we're going to farm it. And it stays there. It stays in those accounts. We're growing whole orchards. And the big orchards we're going to be doing is the farming, the streaming, the renting of properties. So that is step number six. Number seven is the wealth formula. This is the key. This is what it looks like when it's all said and done. And this is really what we're looking for. The wealth formula. We're going to put this away on a monthly basis. Times, have it go up in value. It's got to go up in value. Times time. And that equals wealth. The more money you put in, the better rate of return, the lower the time is to make that wealth. Okay. So that's key. If you don't put much in, you don't get much of a return, you need more time. But that is the simple formula. So now what's so cool about this new system, I want to thank Ethan for really making this baby work, is your net worth. What are you worth right now? So in this example, we've said that you've got a house and it's worth 500,000. It could be dollars, it could be yuan, it could be pesos, whatever it is. And we have investments, we have Roths, we have cars, and we have collectibles. So our total asset, according to this, is 540. Now, what are our debts? Well, our debts are coming right from numbers from right up here. So as we look at all the money that we owe, this is the debts right here. This is the balance of all of our debts, 387,000. So our assets are worth 540 right here, and our debt's 387. So we have a net worth of $150,000. Now the key is, what's it going to look like in the future? What are you going to look like in the future? So if we have this house and the value on it's $500,000, but it's growing at 3% in 20 years, it's going to grow from 500,000 up to 900,000. If this was taking us 30 years, you can see that it would go up to 1.2 million. What's it going to be worth in 7 years? At a 3% rate of return, you can see it'd be 614,000. The goal is, we're not doing our taxes off of this. We're just cash flowing our world. So we're really just trying to understand that. So here's our investment account. And in this example, we said we've got $10,000 in it and it's making 7%. Well, if we got a 9% rate of return and we did that for 20 years, you can see that's worth $56,000. If we were able to get a 12% rate of return, you can see that turns to 96,000. Okay. We're going to use something a little bit more conservative. Long term, the S&P 500 is done between 10 and 12%. Some years it goes up, some years it goes down. Berkshire Hathaway has beat that. But this is just showing you where you're going to be. Now, you've got an IRA, you've got a Roth, you got investments, you got houses. Now we got a car. Hey, the car's worth $10,000 right now, but guess what? It loses money. That car loses money every year. It's worth less money. So if it's losing 20% a year in 7 years, it's only worth $2,000. Does that make sense? And in 3 years, you can see that it's down from 10,000 down to 5,000. So you can do this both ways. You can see the assets that you have, and you can see the expenses that you have. Collectibles, let's say we got collectibles that are going up 7%. So this is what our future net worth is. That's what we're looking for. What is our future net worth? So as you look at the steps, it all flows from here. And you're going to print this and it's going to fit on one piece of paper. There's your make money. You're going to separate it. We're going to figure out who we're going to give money to, where we're going to invest, and our save and our spend. We're going to get out of debt. Let's get out of debt. Let's get out of debt. Let's get out of stupid debt. Credit cards at 21% is just stupid. Okay, we want to fix that. That's how much you're currently paying. We're going to go make some more money and figure out how to pay that off faster. So we add that new payment. And everything's money in, money out. We're going to go make more money with step 6. If we're going to pay off stupid debt, take that money and do it. Otherwise, we're recycling it. We're growing a whole nother orchard of money trees. And this is how I made $10 million with rental units. But I flipped a lot of real estate too and took that extra cash and did it again and again. And then this is what you're worth. This is what you're worth. This is what we're looking for. This is where we're headed. Now, when you do that, you're going to print that and it's going to fit on one piece of paper. We're going to put it on our mirror. We're going to put it on the fridge, whatever it is. And this is our plan. And every month we're going to change it and fix it up. Now, down up here, you'll notice that we had some variable expenses. Now we're testing out a new system to make it a little bit simpler. So we're saying, hey, there's really 3 major things. There's money that dad's got to figure out what he's got to do with. There's money for mom, and there's money for the kids or something else. So we've cut it down from 5 or 6 down to 3, and that just kind of combines together. Now, how this works is now on the back side of that paper, it's on one piece of paper. This is going to manage your cash flow. This is going to manage your variable cash flow. And you'll notice up here that dad had $400, mom had $400, and the kids got $200. And the way this works, it works like a thermometer. So we said, hey, we're going to start this on the 1st of March. And as we're spending money, let's say that we came down here and we spent, about $50. You're going to come down here and we're going to say, dad spent that money and he spent it on gas. He spent it on gas. You can put that to be kind of fun. And then that's where we're at so far. We're on the 4th and he spent some money on gas. And then he spent some more money on taking the family to dinner. Okay, so I started up here with 400 bucks, and we've spent about $100 so far. All right, that's how much we've spent so far. Mom's the same way. Well, she's a little bit more conservative. She only spent about $25, and she did that on some clothes, or something. Or she bought some new cloth or something, whatever it is. And you can see that she's at about right there. We spent some money on the kids. Hey, we did something on with the kids, and guess what? We spent quite a bit of it. We had $200 to start with, and my gosh, we spent 80 of it. And so this was just on the kids. That's miscellaneous, whatever it is. And where we're at is their thermometers. Guess what? Our thermometers are going down. Our thermometers are going down, and they're going down pretty quickly. So dad started out with 400 bucks. He spent 50 bucks. He spent another 50 bucks. And that's where he's at. Mom's not, her thermometers aren't going as fast. And there's the kids' money. Now, if it's the 6th of the month right here, guess what? Dad is spending his money too fast, and so are the kids. They're spending their money too fast. You've got to pace yourself, and we're pacing ourselves. Mom's in pretty good shape. And so the basic idea is, well, whatever day it is, if it's the 12th of the month, if it's 12th of March, okay, well, dad's still in pretty good position. He's still got some extra money. The kids are a little bit too fast. Mom's in great shape. And this will simply pace you. Now, what we've done is that there's 35 days in every month, because at the end of the month, we're going to give you some extra lee room. So we're going to pace you there. Now, that is something that you're going to fold up and you're going to put in your pocket. This is going to help you pace your money. We want you to pace your money. Now, this is the biggie over here on the right-hand side. What are you going to do? This is your plan for this time frame. How are you going to make more money? Is there anything different that you want to do for separating it? Do you have any real goals of what you want to do to give it away? Is there anything else I need to do differently in my automatically invest? When we say automatically invest, there's two pieces. One is literally pulling the money out of your savings account and putting it into that account, or pulling it out of your paycheck. The second automatically is the 500 biggest companies in America are automatically investing it. They're buying things, they're going up in value, they're doing stuff. Warren Buffett's company is automatically doing that. Mutual funds are automatically doing it. If you pick and choose, you lose, and that's not automatic, because you got to spend time and energy. We want you to spend all your time and energy in number one, making more money, and number six, flipping stuff, making stuff, building stuff, making money with your real estate. Number five, am I going to do anything special for my emergency fund? What's the goal for the emergency fund? I've got some fixed expenses, variable expenses. These are just some ideas of things you want to do. What's my get out of debt plan? What are the things I'm going to do to get out of debt? And this is kind of your game plan. Multiple streams of income, add real estate, add business. And then, of course, what am I going to do for the wealth formula? And of course, this page right here is the back side of the one-page money manager. And you can fold this up, you can put it in your pocket, your wife can have one, you can have one, and you can work together with that. So that's that new system that's right there. Now, where do you find that? Well, you simply come to the Success and Money Foundation. You come over here to courses, and right here, it is now on 2C courses. And then you're going to download your game plan, your money tracker, the 7 steps. This is the key right here. And when you click on that, it'll take you to this page here. And you can see that you're going to earn some Warren Buffett stock when you go through the little training that we have. Okay. You're going to earn some money when you simply go through the 7 habits doodle. You can see how we doodle it out, so you can learn how to doodle it out. You're simply going to click here to download, and then go to file and make a copy. So now it's personal to you, and you can make changes to it. You can make a copy of it for your spouse. You can print 2 copies of it, whatever you want to be able to do. So that is the new version. Now, when you go download this, there's 2 of them you can do. You can do the new version that we're testing out. We like that new version better because it's something you can print and put on your wall. You can put it on your mirror. You can put it on your refrigerator. You're going to put it where you're going to see it. You're also going to print it, fold it up, and put it in your pocket. Now, you can go high tech. We can build this up into high tech. Eventually, this is going to be an app, but what we want you to do is be able to print it and put it someplace and see it every day. Right now, I'm looking at my computer. There's my goals right down there in the corner. There's my goals right over there. There are my goals right over there. My stuff is where I can see it on my mirror in my bathroom. I've got a whole section of what I'm going to do and where I'm going to go and how I'm going to get there. That's why this is so important that you can manage all of this on one piece of paper. So it's the one-page money manager, and that is very important to do. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Tom Painter for the Success and Money Foundation. Make a difference, make it happen. And remember that every life is precious. Thanks.